Top 10 Things to Do in Missoula, Montana. Surrounded by spectacular scenery, Montana's second largest city of Missoula lies at the spot where 5 mountain ranges meet. As it is also set on the banks of the Clark Fork River, with both the Bitterroot and Blackfoot rivers lying nearby, it has loads of excellent outdoor activities, with hiking and whitewater rafting particularly popular. While both locals and tourists certainly make the most of all its incredible landscapes, there are plenty of things to do in Missoula itself. 10. Selway Bitterroot Wilderness. Home to dramatic landscapes and breathtaking mountain scenery, the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness straddles the border of Idaho and Montana. One of the largest wilderness areas in the U.S., it boasts sweeping valleys, verdant forests, and prominent peaks. As well as spanning the Bitterroot mountain range, it encompasses several national forests, with the Lochsa and Selway rivers originating in its upper realms. Scarred by glaciers, the majestic mountain slopes are home to craggy canyons and cliffs, with almost 3,000 kilometers of scenic trails winding their way here and there. Besides hiking around its rugged terrain, the park is a great place to go wildlife watching. Elk, black bears, and mountain lions reside within. 9. Montana Snowball. Nestled amid the marvelous mountains and woods of Lolo National Forest, the Montana Snowball is one of the best places to go skiing and snowboarding in the region. Delightfully underdeveloped, it is most well known for its steep expert runs that descend from the top of the 2,310 meters high Big Sky Mountain. To reach its summit, visitors can take the Grizzly Chair from its base area or the Lavelle Creek Chair, which starts halfway up its snowy slopes. In addition to having 40 fun runs for guests to try out, in the summer, the Montana Snowball provides lovely hiking and mountain biking. Many Missoulans come to simply grab a bite to eat or drink at its restaurants and bask in the laid-back ambience and magnificent mountain scenery. 8. Lolo Hot Springs. Set just a stone's throw away from the border with Idaho, the Lolo Hot Springs have long been a popular destination with local Montanans and tourists. Centered around their warm and revitalizing waters are lots of amenities, with a hotel, casino and business center on offer. Set at an elevation of 1,267 meters, the indoor and outdoor hot springs and pools are surrounded by sublime scenery, with excellent views to be had over the nearby woods and mountains. Besides relaxing and unwinding in their soothing waters, guests can try everything from hiking and horseback riding to hunting, fishing, and cross-country skiing. 7. Rattlesnake National Recreation Area. Boasting picturesque paths and trails, Rattlesnake National Recreation Area will delight nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Set just an hour's drive to the north of the city, it encompasses a wonderful wilderness area of the same name and is included as part of Lolo National Forest. Established in 1980, it protects lots of fabulous fauna and flora, with scenic ridges and sparkling lakes lying alongside verdant forests and majestic mountain peaks. Meandering amid the idyllic landscapes and scenery are more than 100 kilometers of trails for visitors to explore. 6. Splash Montana. A wild, wet, and fantastic water park, Splash Montana is a fun and family-friendly place to visit that lies just a short distance from the city center. Only open in the sunny summer months, it is one of Missoula's most popular tourist attractions. Home to lots of winding waterslides, outdoor pools, and a lazy river, it also has some fun floats for kids to play with, as well as shallow sections and spray features. Besides splashing about or soaking in its sparkling waters, adults can sunbathe around the outside of it. 5. White water rafting. Set at the spot where 5 mountain ranges meet, Missoula is the perfect place to go white water rafting along the many rushing rivers passing through the canyons and gorges. Besides lying on the banks of the Clark Fork River, the Bitterfoot and Blackfoot rivers also pass by not far away. One of the most scenic and spectacular settings to go white water rafting is in Alberton Gorge, located just half an hour to the west of the city. This stunning stretch is the most popular part for white water rafting, with some great kayaking, canoeing, and boat trips to be had on calmer parts of the nearby rivers. 4. Carr's Park. Lying right in the heart of downtown Missoula, Carr's Park can be found on the banks of the Clark Fork River. Besides being a pretty, pleasant, and picturesque place to spend some time, the park also hosts several community events and cultural festivals during the year. Built in 1995 by the community, its exquisitely crafted wooden horses and old-fashioned look and feel have brought joy to countless children and adults since then. In addition, it also boasts Brennan's Wave, a human-made wave where local kayakers can battle against the white waters. Having hosted over 1,000 events over the last 10 years, Carr's Park is well worth heading to. You never know if a fun and festive film, food, or kids festival will be on. 3. Fort Missoula Museum. Established back in 1877 by the U.S. Army to protect settlers to western Montana, Fort Missoula is now a magnificent museum. Lying on the outskirts of the city, visitors can explore its numerous historic buildings and exhibits to learn more about the fort and the history of the region. All of this fascinating past and more can be delved into in-depth at its sprawling complex or on a tour around the site. Besides excellent exhibitions on settlers, soldiers, and Indians who inhabited the area, visitors can stroll around some wonderfully preserved buildings, with the lovely Willamette locomotive also on show. 2. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Founded in 1984, the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation promotes not only the protection and preservation of wildlife, but also America's hunting heritage. At their visitor center on the outskirts of Missoula, guests can learn all about elk and the RMEF's efforts to conserve their natural habitats. Through informative and interactive exhibitions, guests learn about these majestic mammals and the stunning landscapes they call home. Besides hearing elk bugles and identifying animal tracks, there are well-done wildlife conservation films to watch and an outdoor hiking trail to explore. 1. Garnet Ghost Town. Once a thriving mountain mining town, Garnet Ghost Town now makes for a popular tourist attraction. Abandoned in the 1930s, the remains of its well-preserved buildings lie nestled high in the Garnet mountain range, just an hour's drive to the east of Missoula. Wandering around its decaying old buildings and dilapidated cabins is an awe-inspiring if somewhat eerie experience, as everything lies just as the miners left it when the gold ran out. Now protected and preserved by both the public and a team of volunteers, Garnet is in remarkably good condition considering that it is a ghost town. Very unique and unusual, it is certainly one of the best and most unforgettable places to visit in Missoula, with the abandoned town being set amidst some lovely mountain and forest scenery.